Hello. Hello there. What is this doing on? Is your screen frozen? No! Hello, everyone! We're back in the second ever live stream! Woo! How's that for a screenshot for you? That should have been the default picture. I am not a crook, even though I am wearing a mask. Hello, Fred. Why do I have an accent? How come Mask Me has an accent? Hello, friends. All right, I'm here to tell you something. I want to tell you something. I'll get started right away to tell you something. Since the last time that I did this, since the last time I saw you, first of all, Allie had her birthday party, and then I went to the hospital. It was a scheduled thing. It's not like I went to the emergency room, but I went to the hospital and had some procedures, and I am now horribly disfigured. So I must wear this mask. The French king said this prisoner must be anonymous forever. And I am now trapped. I am the man in the plastic mask. Forever! Forever! Isn't it funny that I have this smile? I feel like I can tell you horrible news, and it'll just come out happy. Today, there was a horrible plague. See? Look how happy. 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 Anyway, happy birthday, Allie. So I went, I'll talk to you in 1 second. I'm just letting everybody come in. Come on in. Come on in. Everyone's welcome in Randomland. Oh, I'm going to throw up. I don't feel so good. Come on in, friends. Come in, friends. Okay, I'm about to take this mask off and reveal my horrible, ugly, no good, very bad, disfigured face. Are you ready? Are you ready for disfigurement and disgrace and the great ugliness? Are you ready, kids? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Are you ready, kids? You're supposed to say, psst. You're supposed to say, aye, aye, Captain. Ready? Are you ready, kids? Are you ready, kids? This looks so great. I look way better with a mask on. There we go. Aye, aye, Captain. Okay. Prepare for the great ugliness to be revealed. Revealed. Oh, I should have wiped the lens off before I started this. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. The great ugliness. Hello, friends. Welcome back to this dark corner of my living room, where I have many fine leather-bound books, and it smells of rich mahogany. Also, there's Allie. Hello, Allie.
Hi.
I have to do something horrible right at the start of this. I have to take this pill. I have to take this pill. This pill right here is an antibiotic called Flagyl. F-L-A-G-Y-L. And I think they named it Flagyl because when you take these pills, It feels like you're being flayed alive from the inside out. I'm getting nauseous just thinking about taking this pill. It makes you really nauseous and disgusting. It doesn't make you disgusting. I'm already disgusting enough. And I have another antibiotic that I've been taking in the morning and the night. This one I gotta take 3 times a day. And now I gotta take this really nasty antibiotic. Then I have to sign some of these books. But Allie's here. She can read what I can't see with all the comments. So she'll tell me the comments, then I'll answer the comments. And also I think Tyler and Alex are gonna come in that door eventually because they're coming over to barbecue. So I don't know how long I'll be here for, but here's the deal. I haven't made a video in a while. Actually, I filmed a video, but it's not being done editing because it's the first ever, well, the first for like 10 years, Randomland with special effects. It's got VFX and 3D. I'm really procrastinating taking this. It's got special effects and 3D animation in it, which is the first time since the Mine Train Through Nature's Wonderland video in 2014, 2015. Might be 9 years. 2015. This is really gross. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is really disgusting. There should be a large crowd gathered in Madison Square Garden to watch this. This is nasty. Okay, look at, hold on. First of all, that's a cool mug, okay? I never went for the whole Starbucks mug thing, but that is a sick mug. Look how excited those people are to be on that mug. See, I'm procrastinating. Okay, let me do this and I'll tell you all about the hospital and all about how I was probed in 1 second, all right? I couldn't do it. I had to swallow the drink. Hold on. I need a little courage. I need a little courage music. Wrong side. Okay, I feel better now. Okay, here we go. It touched my lip. Let's get a taste. Did taste bad. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, before anything else, before I forget, because I already forgot. This mask right here, we're gonna give away this mask later on when we end the thing. I'm gonna give away this mask. We made these masks, did we make them for Midsummer Scream? I think that was the original plan and then it didn't end up happening that way. We made these cute little Halloween masks. Actually, my friend Nick made these masks. Nick from Walter's Works. And look at that, it's got packaging. He made the packaging. He did all the packaging design. It's based off of the drawings of me from the pins and all that stuff. So it's like very DIY. It's like sneakily taped together and stuff. But it's this cool printed box, a little window box right there. My face is on it. And yes, I did put it on my face, so possibly I spit in it. But I'm gonna give away this particular mask to you. But you have to stay in here for at least 30 minutes or so before I give it away. And it'll just be a random comment. It'll be some random thing. I'll let Allie pick, or she'll make Tyler pick or something because she'll always be like, oh, I don't want to pick. You know, she never wants. Allie, I'll tell you a secret about Allie. She never wants to be the bad guy. She doesn't like it. She never likes telling people no. She has to tell somebody no or something negative. I have to tell them, huh? She doesn't like it. She likes to be friendly and nice. So here is a mask. I'm gonna give away this Halloween mask. To remind you that it's here, I will put it right here behind the guitar, then you won't forget, and then that way you won't let me forget. I am wearing sweatpants. Sweatpants are all that fit me right now, so don't judge me. And I did change my shirt. Ugh. Hold on, this is the flagell. Ugh. I did change my shirt because I realized right as we were about to start this, which is why I started 2 minutes late, I was like, I wore this same shirt last time. It's gonna look like not a live stream. It's gonna look like an unalive stream. Okay, here's what happened. For 9 months since Halloween, I've been bleeding from the inside. Not very good. If there's small children around or if you're uncomfortable talking about medical procedures, I'm not gonna be graphic, but I've been bleeding from the inside. I'm not gonna be gross, never mind. Maybe small children should hear about the probings. Anyway, they're gonna have to face them one day. Bleeding. And so much so that there are times where I'm like lightheaded, like it felt like you gave blood, like not good. Sick, not good, something horribly wrong. But then it would kind of go, but then I was in France, so I was like, okay, I'm not going to a French hospital, dude. I'm gonna wait till I go home. I'm gonna wait till I go home. I don't know how the hospitals are in France. I'm sure if you're rich, they're very nice. I don't know how it works. I don't know how, if I have to pay or, you know what I mean? I don't know anything. I'm a stupid American tourist in France. I don't know anything. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait till I get home. But then when I got home, it wasn't that bad. So I was like, I'm okay. And Allie was like, all right. And then where did we go? We went to Florida and it got really bad. And I was like, oh, well, my doctor, my hospital, everything's in California. I'll just wait till I get back to California. I can survive. So I'm like tramping through Disney World, like dying. And by the way, it hurt. It wasn't like it was just like bleeding and, oh, that's weird. It was like not cool. I was very low energy. And this went on for months. Like it just kept going on and off and back and forth for months. Then I started getting scared and procrastinating. Don't do what I did. If you're bleeding from your insides, go to the doctor. Seems like common sense. Seems like even I would know that. But apparently not. So I waited and I waited and I waited. Then we did the books. Recently, I came out with this book. Have you not heard? Tales from Randomland. I finally printed the books and we were shipping the books and I'm very distracted. And so my brother and I decided we were going to work on a project that I wanted to work on for about 14, 15 months. We were so stoked to work on this video. And so we were going up to northeastern California, east side of the Sierras, not really northern California, but central, middle, Lone Pine. And we were out there, we were filming this crazy video, and the drone broke, and then we had to come back, and we had to go back and film on a different day, and we do all this stuff. We were doing a little archaeological digging out there, possibly illegal on federal land, but we did it anyway. We did all this really cool stuff for this really cool passion project video of mine that probably no one in the world will watch because it's about the movie that pretty much Temple of Doom is completely ripped off of. It's a film called Gunga Din. It came out in 1938. Did I tell them this last time on the live stream? I don't know. It came out in 1939. They filmed it in 1938. Oh, dude, this is making me so nauseous. I really thought I escaped the nausea today, so I thought this would be fine. So if I suddenly run and Allie has to turn off the live stream, I just got way too nauseous. I haven't thrown up yet, though, and it's been a couple days. It's getting a little easier. Anyway, I actually happen to have something here. I will show and tell. Would you like me to show and tell you something? Would you like to be shown and or told something, friends? I will show and or tell you this. I got this cool thing. Speaking of this movie, here's a screenshot from the movie. There's Douglas Fairbanks Jr. right there. That's, what's his name, McLaughlin. That's Cary Grant. It was one of Cary Grant's first ever films, signed by Douglas Fairbanks Jr. But on the flip side, on the flippity floop, ugh. By the way, also I'm in a lot of pain right now, so if I grimace at all. This, whoa, it's upside down. What the heck? This is the RKO Radio Pictures Incorporated contract for Douglas Fairbanks Jr., signed in ink, to come and do his pickup shots. So this is saying, you're done with the movie, but don't forget, we need you for some pickup shots. You may need to come back and do some more filming. So that's a cool contract from that movie. So anyway, we went out and filmed this whole thing. But because we're doing like 3D effects and special things, it's taking forever to edit. And I thought, well, whatever. We'll do some sometimes vlogs. We'll do some Randomland. We'll go to Disney towns. We'll do some excellent, amazing other stuff. And then I got so sick when we were up there, the last couple of times we were up there, a couple days of filming this, I was just bleeding so bad from the inside. I was like getting dizzy. I couldn't stand up very much. And I was like, okay. So I was like on the phone with the doctor's office and they're like, well, call the appointment line. We may be able to get you in a few weeks. And I was like, nope, I need to come right now. It's you or the emergency room. So tell me if I can get in there or I'm going to the emergency room. And they were like, come in. So I went into the doctor. You know, and then they do the face the wall thing, and then the doctor probed a little.
I think the doctor might be from Alpha Centauri. He's like an alien because he was probing and he's like, I can't see anything. This is really not good. And he was like, with celiac disease, I have celiac disease. I have a chronic illness in my intestines and such like forth and so forth with. And anyway, he was like, with that, there's a really high probability that's what's going on since I can't see it. Could be cancer. Not high probability, but a good chance. And so for that reason, we need to get this checked out immediately if it's already been bleeding for all this time and da-da-da-da. So that was one of many possibilities discussed, but obviously when you hear that word, you panic a little bit inside. So I panicked a little. I was like, oh no, that's it. I'm doomed. I'm doomed. Well, it turns out, I will spoiler alert this story. I'll fast forward all the way over. It's not cancer. I do not have any cancer, thank God. But I didn't know that at the time, so I was freaking out a little bit. I did the live stream last week, so we were shipping books, and I'm like, there's no videos. And I did the live stream, which I've never done before. Then then what happened? Then you had your birthday party a couple days later, so I was helping her get ready for that. Got roped into helping a little more than I thought I was gonna have to. But that's okay, look how pretty she is, who can resist? And then I had the following day, the prep. So if you've ever gotten a colonoscopy or an endoscopy or any of the scopies, they were gonna do both on me. They were gonna go up and they were gonna go down and scope out the insides of me. Well, they were possibly gonna go down. They were at least gonna go up. So I took the stuff and I flushed myself out and I didn't eat and it was all gross, feeling disgusting. If you've ever done that, it's horrible. It's like the closest thing to medieval torture that your doctor can, I think, legally do to you in the United States is just to make you do the bowel prep for a colonoscopy. So that was a horrible day. And as you can imagine, I'm already bleeding. So there was a lot more bleeding and it was just horrible and I was miserable and I was like, just kill me now. I don't want to go find out what's killing me. Just kill me, Allie. And she wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it. I told her, just strangle me. Just leave me here now. She grabbed this baseball bat, started hitting me, but I was like, not in the body, in the head. You've got to take me out. And she was like, no, I can't do it. I love you too much. Plus you pay the rent. And I was like, oh no. So anyway, I went to the hospital the next day. They wheeled me in there. They started asking me if I wanted a blood transfusion scheduled for it. I'm like, no, I don't want anything. Just look at the inside of me and let me out of here. So they did the whole thing. I've got something called ischemia, which is like no bad blood flow. No bad blood? That's not good grammar. No, I don't understand it all that much yet. I haven't wrapped my mind around this much yet because of the medication they gave me, which I'll get to. So I have something called ischemia. I've got colitis, so therefore I also have ischemic colitis on top of the celiac disease, on top of lesions and things inside of you that are also bleeding. There was a couple polyps, I think, but not a big deal, and they didn't have cancer. They biopsied them, and then later I got the results back that there was no cancer in them. That's good. And then I also have, what is that thing called? There's like a hole up there, like from the ischemia, and it's just bleeding. So, oh, and I also have, that's what I was going to say, a spot of diverticulitis, which if you know what that is, that could kill you. So probably not a great idea for me to eat a lot of popcorn anymore, but it's not horribly, like the diverticulosis is not horribly advanced, but it's good to know because if all of a sudden I have a strange fever and my stomach doesn't feel good, I need to go to the hospital because, you know, that can kill you. It's pretty normal. These are pretty common things, but this is common when you're like in your 40s and your 50s and your 60s and your 70s and your 80s. It's not that common when you're a young, strapping lad like me. But then, oh wait, I looked at my wristband in the hospital and I was like, oh no, they gave me the wrong wristband because it says 41 on here. And then I realized, oh, I'm 41. That's me. Oh, it was a horrible moment, huh? You were there. I was like, oh no, oh. So I have the celiac disease and the colitis and the ischemia, which may be related to my heart condition, blah, 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 blah. And then I had a little diverticulitis in there on top of the thing and the thing. So they gave me these horrible antibiotics. And I was like, okay, good. I have no cancer. I'm not dying. Everything's going to be fine. And I just need to go home and take the stuff. The bleeding may continue for a while. It may stop. Who knows? I take this medicine. See, there's fake Tyler coming in. Where is he? Where is he? But then I didn't know that these antibiotics would make you horribly, 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 horribly sick. Alex, hi. Just kidding. You're fine. What'd you do to your hair? Did you cut your hair?
No, I just had a beanie on last night, so you didn't see.
Oh, when did you cut your hair?
Tuesday.
Oh, it looks good. I did not know. Anyway, I have this antibiotic stuff. I did not know that antibiotics can make you dizzy. And I did not know that they can make you really, really weak. I did know they can make you really nauseous because I also had Lyme disease and I took this same antibiotic for one of these antibiotics for the Lyme disease, which made me so sick I could barely move. So that was Monday, and I spent, was that Monday? When did I go to the hospital?
Monday.
Monday. And I've spent every day since Monday curled up in a ball and being a big fat baby. And Allie's been trying to put up with me being a baby. I'm sick, I don't feel good.
Yeah.
And I also have really high cholesterol apparently, which may also be kind of tied into the bleeding. Here's Tyler. Here's Tyler to be like, you're fine. And so I have to like completely change my diet, which is already annoying because I'm already like, you know, gluten-free and the whole thing. And I have to, what else do I have to do? Take this medicine. So I've just been a big baby. It's disgusting though. I promise you this medicine is freaking nasty. Allie, you took it.
Yeah.
How were you doing when you took it? How did it feel for you?
It was gross.
She couldn't move either. So
I think I laid in bed for a whole month.
she laid in bed for a month. So I only have to do this for 10 days. Anyway, I've been getting better at it and getting better at it and getting better at it. And I'm all right now. Enough. It's only bad if I start walking around and I get all sick. And I'm getting these horrible cramps and like pains in my stomach. I don't know if that's like the last of the infections fighting back. They're fighting back, Tyler. It's like Star Wars in my guts. It's really, I've had a very unpleasant experience for the last.
What are you drinking?
You don't drink my drink. That's my drink. It's special. Don't tell them what I'm drinking. It's whiskey. It's not whiskey.
Not whiskey.
It's not whiskey.
Is it water?
It's caffeinated
Oh.
and carbonated. And
I'm drinking
doesn't need a
soda.
Coffee mug.
I shouldn't be drinking soda because I found out another thing that's really bad for the ischemia and for the holes inside of my stomach is aspartame, which there's not that much aspartame, but there's a teeny tiny bit in this sugar-free soda. And I only started drinking that because fake Tyler made me, which means fake Tyler has been trying to kill me this entire time. Wait a minute, what am I talking about? There is no fake Tyler. Filthy Tonopah Tyler.
What happens in the paw?
Stays on the live stream.
On the live stream and also in the paw.
You can sit where Allie's sitting if she wants to take a break at any point. I figured that was going to be the Tyler chair, but instead we had the beautiful Allie. So now I have to sign these books. So I've literally not been up out of bed except for last night they came over and Tyler cheered me up a little. So I finally got out of bed and now I am going to ship a bunch of books and I will now answer all the questions which I can answer, and then I'll hang up and I will also give you the mask. So don't forget to remind me to give away this beautiful mask to you. It's a Halloween mask. Look at that. It's a nice, did I really show you this? Not really. It's very DIY. This was made in like the Valley. Look, it's like a cool vacuum formed plastic mask. Check out the inside. There's the spit somewhere around here. And then there's the string. It goes on your head. You may have to cut it and tighten it. It's just tied on there. And it looks like this, if you forgot. Hello! This is Mask Justin! Reporting live! Anyway, that's what I look like with a mask on. So, now that I've riveted you with this information, Tyler, don't let me forget to give away this mask.
That's a one-to-one likeness too.
Allie was gonna give it away to a random comment, but now it's your responsibility.
Oh.
So
no.
I'm not gonna say who wins it till the very end, and you still have to be in here at the end so you can hear the instructions on what to do. But Tyler could pick your comment at any time. We just want to give something away, you know. And we sold these. I don't know how many were made. Not even a. I don't even know if it was over 100. I don't even think it was 100.
Not a lot.
And then when we were all done, we were done. Because the guy that made them for us, he's really more of like a prototype maker. Walter, Nick Walters. Everyone calls him Walter though, because Walters works. Oh, sorry, I'm really nauseous. And And oh, thank you. Oh God, I'll show you something else cool in a second. And he was like,
I forgot about that.
he was like, I'm not really a manufacturer, you know, so I can only do as many as I can do. So we may do another run one day, I don't know, but we ran out of them. And of course, it's one of those things where they sold really slowly, kind of sold, dripped out. And then they were all gone. And then for some reason, everyone in the world's like, dude, I saw this mask that you had. Where's the mask? I want a mask. People always miss the boat. And you know why? In the old days, doing YouTube, doing Instagram, Facebook, everyone looked at me. What happened? What did I do?
You just
Okay.
got a face for staring.
In the olden times, I worked really hard and I built up the YouTube channel one person at a time. I never wanted to try to go viral or anything. It was all trying to be word of mouth, share it with a friend, just one at a time. Build up quality folks, not quantity folks, quality folks. The problem is now all these social media platforms all have like tiers. Join this tier, pay for this check mark, and then your followers will see your posts. So the people who followed somebody don't necessarily see all their stuff anymore. So I still get people every day going, you wrote a book? Yes. So if I didn't mention it already, which I did, I wrote this book and we have a few left. A few. We reordered them, so more are coming, but they won't be here for 3 weeks. Or what's today's date? May.
Today is the 11th.
So they'll probably be here June 1st. So if you want one anytime now, there you go. It's also on Kindle. I think it's on Apple Books, but some people can't find it and some people can. So there's a digital version if you just hate paper. If you just hate paper, you don't like me, you don't want anything that comes from my house because you're allergic to cats or something, I don't know, then you can get it online. But it helps if you buy it from this house. We printed them. We didn't do like the digital print on demand thing because we wanted every copy of it to come through this home, and that way Tyler would look at them. Look at this one, Tyler. Have you
Let's
looked
see.
at it? That one's done. Now I can sign it.
Wait.
Oh.
I'm not done looking at it.
Okay.
This one's not signed.
Oh, okay. Well, I better get on that.
Hold on.
Oh. We're holding. Anyway, so now I have to, we also wanted them to be in the house because it had to, we wanted to offer the opportunity. Yes, it's a great opportunity, an investment opportunity to sign and personalize the books. So we have to ship the rest of these books, which I'm obviously 10 days behind on because I was really sick. We were shipping them out so fast too, and we were ahead of all the deadlines. Like every single book from the first printing went a week before I said they would start shipping because they were all pre-orders. This book, the second printing, they all went like, most of them went a week before they were supposed to ship.
Yeah.
And now we're like 3 or 4 days after they were supposed to ship. And I feel bad because there's still a stack from here. So so this is my apology statement. Ready? I'm sorry for being ill and going to the hospital while you were waiting for your book. We here at Randomland sincerely regret any delay, discomfort, unfortunate crying in public, or any other adverse side effect for having to wait a little bit longer for your book. No, I'm genuinely sorry that it's taking a while, and I did actually feel bad even while I was like in the hospital, and when I came home I was like, we gotta ship the books, and I'm like, ugh. And every single day I've been telling her, can you just send the unsigned ones? And she's like, yeah, I'll get to it. She didn't get to it. So I gotta get back in the game over here. I gotta get back in the game. I gotta start whipping Tyler. It's not Tyler's fault. He didn't ask for this. He was supposed to come over for a barbecue. He didn't even know I was gonna do this. Sorry, Tyler.
This was not part of the agreement.
So now I'm gonna sign these books, and now you gotta read all the comments to me.
All of them?
As many as you can, and we're gonna get out of here as fast as possible for you guys to have your Saturday night back. Is it Saturday?
It is Saturday.
Okay, that's good. Instead of Sunday. You don't want to do anything on the Lord's Day.
Saturday, 8:52.
You shouldn't even be driving on the Lord's Day.
Try not to.
Try not to. Oh, look at that. Alex just handed me. This, by the way, is the best hot sauce in the world. Until we make Randomland hot sauce, this is the best hot sauce in the world. It's from Fiesta Village at Knott's Berry Farm. Carl, the merchandise guy there, personal friend, sort of. Personal acquaintance. Personal casual acquaintance, Carl from merchandising at Knott's Berry Farm. Heck of a guy. He's the one that turned all the merchandise around. not single-handedly, but a lot. He did a lot. And he will not tell me where Knott's Berry Farm gets this sauce made, and it infuriates me because it's so good. But you have to go in Knott's Berry Farm to get this hot sauce. It is green habanero hot sauce. That sounded weird, huh? When I said it. Did it sound weird, Alex? Don't lie to me. Don't lie, Alex. You look like a, come over here really quick. We'll stand behind Tyler. She looks like a 70s blacklight poster, and I can't stop staring at her. And I'm not staring at you. Look at this. She looks like you look like that booth in the orange circle. You know what I'm talking about?
I look like wallpaper.
The one where we got Blippi in the music box. Okay, so Alex and Tyler brought me this, which I should not be eating with holes in my guts, but because this is hot. Green habanero hot sauce. It is so hot. They should put it on that show with the chicken wings.
Hot ones.
It's pretty good. It's pretty hot. Allie can't even eat this, but the flavor is so good though. So I got hooked on it. That actually might be why there's holes in my stomach, because I ate a lot of hot sauce from Knott's Berry Farm. But my lawyers tell me I can't make that as an absolute claim. I can't state that as a fact. I don't have a lawyer. Tyler's my lawyer.
Yeah, but I'm not like I haven't passed the bar yet, so we're working on it.
Okay, Tyler, you may fire away with the questions. But by the way, please tell me what's better, a red signature, right? Red. Oh, black, regular black signature. Let's see what it looks like. Or there's an or coming. An or, Tyler, not for a boat. Right? Black signature. Ooh, cool. Classic. Johnny Cash. Or Purplay. Purplay. Do you think Purplay is cool? You guys think purple is cool? Do you think
Purple's my
purple's
favorite
cool?
color.
Is it literally your favorite color?
Yeah.
I've never seen you wear purple, buy purple, eat
I
purple.
like it.
Do you actually like purple?
I do.
Should I make you something out of purple?
Out of purple?
Yeah.
Sure.
I signed only a couple in purple, and then we sent them out, and people were like, oh my gosh, I just got my book, and it's signed in purple. It's my favorite color. How did he know? Yes, I knew the whole time.
Did you use invisible ink on any of them?
No, but Julio did. Julio has signed every one of these books already in invisible ink. He signs like he talks.
He gets it from Best Magic in Anaheim.
Best Magic in Anaheim. Shout out to Best Magic.
Best Magic's in the book, aren't they?
It's in my bio.
Are they in this book?
I feel like Best Magic is mentioned.
Best
in the
Magic
book.
might be mentioned in this book. And Best Magic is where I got Mr. Dapper suit from. And Best Magic, I did a little video there with George, and that is how we met Caitlin.
Did Best Magic?
Yeah, she was like, I was Googling around and I saw this video about Best Magic, and I clicked on it and it was you. That's how we met Caitlin. That's how I make friends. I make videos about things, and then weird strangers are like, hey, I know that thing you filmed, and then we become best friends. That's how I met Tyler. Actually, I met Tyler because he was standing next to a Pizza Planet truck. And he was like, yeah, this is my truck. Check it out. Then I saw him later at Disneyland. I'm like, Pizza Planet truck, guys. Like, right on. Then we went to have a meeting about the Pizza Planet truck for some reason. And there was this other guy there. And he's like, oh, this is the guy who owns a Pizza Planet truck. I'm just his friend. He lied to me. And we were already friends by then. It was too late.
I've lied about a bunch of other stuff too, but you don't know yet.
That's why we call you Fake Tyler, because you lie all the time.
I
You're
lie
so
about
fake.
everything.
Is his name even Tyler? We don't know.
You've never seen my birth certificate?
Alex will never tell. I'll tell you this, Tyler's last name, I'm trying to convince him to change his last name, because Alex and Tyler got married and they were going to do some hyphenated situation, but they still haven't gone and done the name changing yet. But here's the thing. Each of them has their last name they'd like to keep probably, but I said, no, throw that away. Alex used to have a YouTube channel called, her name was Alex, your name is still that on Instagram, right? Alex Romance.
Yeah, on my Instagram, yeah.
Alex Romance, because she liked My Chemical Romance and she did music and covers and stuff. And so her name on YouTube was Alex Romance. I said, screw that. Tyler, you should become Tyler Romance. That's such a cool name. I would never call you Fake Tyler again. I'd be like, hey, it's Tyler Romance over here. Type a 1 in the comments if you think Tyler should become Tyler Romance.
Oh no.
Literally change his name.
Tyler does have a rad username that he should never change on Instagram, though. It's Nice Guy IRL. Okay, you gotta ask the questions or I'll just keep talking. We gotta get out of here because we have the barbecue.
Okay.
I say get out of here, but I'm not gonna be able to move.
Jay the Bachelor wants to know, Justin, do you
Jay, why a bachelor?
Do you like his last name is what?
Get out there, man. Put yourself out there. You love yourself first,
Hey,
and then get out there and let others
He has a
love
question
you too.
for you.
Okay, what's up,
He
kid?
wants to know if you like Route 66 or Disneyland. And then you use that emoji that's going like this.
Route 66 or Disneyland? If I had to pick never going to Disneyland again or never going on Route 66 again, I guess I'd pick never going on Route 66 again. But if I had to pick where I wanted to go tomorrow, like, hey, you want to go do a whole Route 66 trip or do you want to go to Disneyland? I'd pick Route 66, baby. Yes! Ow. That's as much enthusiasm. That's
All
as
right,
much.
that was a good one.
That was a good one. I had to burp, so might as well let it all out. Yeah, let's ask questions faster, Tyler.
Okay, well,
He just never knows when I'm going to shut up.
Yeah, that's also
Or if.
true.
Or if.
Who's your favorite Imagineer and why?
My favorite Imagineer is Walt Disney's favorite Imagineer, or the last surviving Imagineer from the originals. My favorite is Bob Gurr, because Bob Gurr is my personal, he's actually my personal friend. And actually, I just spent a whole day with Bob not that long ago on his back patio, just talking about wisdom, and he was telling me all this stuff and philosophy about how when he was younger he was super negative and rude and let everything get to him, and he had a horrible time and a horrible, just this awful story, you know, McCarthy era stuff going on, all this crazy. He's like, well, to understand my life, we got to go back to World War II and the atomic bomb. And we had this whole long conversation all day, and Bob is just a lovely, wonderful man, and how he learned. Basically, he started his own Bob Gurr Quest for Positivity. He built the original, and but he's farther along the road than me. So I like sitting with Bob because he's like, yeah, that's pretty good what you're doing, but what you don't see coming is this and this and this. So Bob is great. I love Bob. By the way, there's a fake Bob Gurr account out there adding people right now. I posted about it on my Instagram story, and it's like, oh, my private account for my super special friends. It's just a troll account. It's someone that probably hates Bob's manager and wants to troll him. So block that account. If you don't see the official Bob Gurr account with a little check mark, it's not Bob. It's not Bob adding you from his secret account.
Disneyland or Disney World for
By the way,
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween?
Why would anyone add me from a fake Bob Gurr account? Like, I can't just text Bob Gurr and be like, hey, is this you? I texted Bob. I texted his manager, and I'm like, is this Bob? No? All right. Like, why me?
I don't know.
Somebody else might fall for that, but I'm not going to fall for that. And I'm going to tell everybody. Maybe that was the plan the whole time. What'd you say, Disneyland or Disney World?
For the Halloween events.
This one's got a crease. I cannot ship that
This is
in.
why we can't ask questions.
Hold on. Look, it's got
So
a
we'll
crease.
never get an answer to a question.
Okay, new giveaway.
Someone get this guy some.
We're going to have a second giveaway.
concentration medicine.
We are also going to give away this Tales from Randomland with a slight crease. Because I can't give that to a paying customer. Look, feel that. It's like, it's not bad, but it's not bad enough for it to not be a good prize for free. But you pay money for that. I don't want you to have that. So you will get a signed, creased copy of Tales from Randomland. All you have to do is stay in here and keep commenting for fun. Okay, what did you say?
Halloween party, Disneyland or Walt Disney World? One answer, yes or
Walt Disney World.
Okay,
Walt Disney World.
perfect.
Well,
How
in the
about
old
Alaska?
days.
Do you like Alaska? Do you want to go to Alaska?
I've never been to Alaska. It is my 50th state. I've never been there. I have been to 49 states as of last summer, and I have got to get to Alaska. I've got to get to Alaska. I don't want to get hyper because I'm going to get really sick after this is over. See, you guys are I get anxiety about live streams, so I'm working off it's a panic high. You ever see that movie? What movie is that from? There you go. Whoever answers that question will get this book. What movie did Billy Crystal say, it's a panic high in? What movie? Billy Crystal. I'll give you a hint.
Jeez.
Seth Green is also in that movie. I was trying to think of someone sort of obscure. Do you know what movie that is?
I don't know what movie that is.
Okay, I'm going to
So
whisper it
maybe-
in Tyler's ear. No, you know what it's called, right?
No.
Oh,
Why didn't you tell me that?
here. I'll write it on that. Give me. I'll write it on.
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro? I don't think so.
Okay. I'm just trying to go through the big
There you go.
movies that I know about the
Oh,
Crystal.
okay.
Don't show it to the camera.
What is this?
It's the movie that we watched, but we
It's
never finished.
Oh.
Lots of people commenting, but nobody's.
It's a panic high. Just letting you know.
Someone said Monster Inc.
Okay, he also says in this film, no laugh, no tip, which I quote all the time. Somebody said it. Somebody said it. I saw it. Somebody said
Oh
it.
yeah, somebody did say it.
Who said it?
I'm trying to see who the first.
Somebody said it already, and it's a great movie. It's bigger than a roll of quarters.
Seven Harris Girl looks like the first person.
Okay, Seven Harris Girl.
Oh, there's someone before.
Oh, someone before that. Sorry. I don't know. They're working on it. The judges are working it out.
Where,
Deliberating.
do you see it? I don't see it.
Allie's looking. Allie will
Having a
discover
hard
it.
time.
It was Diary of a Mad Mama Ross.
Diary of what?
A Mad Mama Ross.
Diary of a Mad Mama Rama Jama. Email Tyler. Tyler, what's your email?
Tyler@randomland.com.
Email Tyler. Tell Tyler who you are, and you'll get a free book. But do it right now. Don't, well, if you only have one device and you're watching this, do it right after the stream ends. But do it tonight and send your address, because last time we gave away a bunch of stuff and then we didn't have the address for like 24 hours, and it was like, we just want to send it. We want to send it so bad. We don't want this stuff. That's why we're giving it away. Easier than throwing these books in the garbage. Okay, you can ask me more questions. I'm sorry,
Okay.
everybody.
Let's.
And you guys can start making food or do whatever you want. You don't have to sit there. I feel bad.
Rain asks you, what hair color or style do you regret not doing? Like, did you ever want to like shave your head and then get,
No,
like a buzz
I
head
shaved
and
my
dye
head and
red
it
or
was
something?
not good. You don't ever want to see my head. You know what my head looks like when I shave it?
Lumpy.
E.T. I look like lumpy E.T.
E.T.
I swear. Something E.T.-ish about it. So, Elliot. Home. Not good. I'll tell you a secret. I wanted to, don't tell anyone. Don't tell it. Don't put this on the internet. I wanted to get like, like kind of dreads, like in the 90s. Not dreads, but like in the 90s, all the punk rockers and stuff were getting those like short braids that they would kind of turn into dreads if they were like all punk rock and let them go to heck, just the little braids all over. Like, hey man, this is like a total 1993. I was like 10 and I was like, oh, one day I'm gonna be cool and get a nose ring, get some dreads and probably play hacky sack. And I never did it, but I don't regret that. I don't regret that at all. Saved myself the trouble of people going, aha, bad man, he's got dreads. Like Billy Idol. Remember when Billy Idol had dreads? Look it up.
Google that.
Google that and
Someone
put it in your
someone
pipe.
just said hashtag lumpy ET.
Hashtag. We're gonna double the views on this video right now.
Yeah, it's time.
I will. Please get a piece of paper and a pen, because Tyler and I are about to share the greatest film ever made.
It's a film. It's only about a 2-minute
Two
film.
minutes maybe, or minute
But
30.
it's a film.
It is on YouTube. It is a short video. It's about a minute long or 2 minutes long, maybe. It is the greatest piece of film created in human history.
Yeah.
United
Some say
States.
Citizen Kane, I say nay.
No. Bollywood has nothing on this. China has nothing on this. Sorry, China. China's still cool, but no, nobody. The Soviets never came up with anything this good. The Americans, the British, nobody has ever created a film this important, and I'm going to tell you what it's called so that you can Google it in 1 second. So you get a piece of paper and write down. Ready? Ready? Robert E.T. I think there's like 700 views on that video or something.
And
it's
I
very
think
small.
400 of them are you and I combined.
Seriously, I wish he were one of ours or whatever. Yeah, I wish he were ours. Yeah, you need to go watch Robert E.T. right now. It is literally
Robert E.T.
Robert E.T. It's better if you discover what it is for yourself. Don't watch it right now. Wait till after the stream or you won't win the mask. Don't you want to win the mask?
Full House Without Michelle.
Full House Without Michelle is the name of the YouTube channel, right? Full House Without Michelle, which is exactly what it sounds like.
Which is a really funny name.
And I have been looking for this person for years. So if anyone out there is like a horrible, evil internet sleuth and you can find out anything and destroy people's lives, don't destroy this person's life, but please find them for me and tell them I want to be their best friend, because Robert E.T. is the greatest. They are like Kurosawa to me. They should be on a poster. Whoever this person is, be they man, woman, or otherwise, they have created the greatest thing of all. I'm convinced it might have been E.T. himself.
It could have been. before he went back to the Green Planet.
Someone says it has 179,000 views now. Well, okay, well I haven't, paid attention to the views in years. Okay, well
But
we're gonna
still.
we're gonna double it and triple
That's
it.
still
Robert
not enough.
E.T. Robert E.T. Robert E.T. Okay,
All right.
so that'll answer. If anyone asks what my favorite YouTube channel is, that's my favorite YouTube channel, Full House Michelle,
Yep.
just because of that video, because
Yep.
I've watched it 1,000 times.
Yep.
Tyler can quote that whole video. Don't get him started. By the way, there's a video of Tyler at about like 6 or 7 years old quoting a Motrin commercial, and it's the best thing I've ever seen. And he won't give me the video
Yeah, no.
and let me put it on the internet.
Absolutely not.
And it is
I wonder why.
so funny. Also, Allie, can you pull up the picture of me in the hospital so I can show them that I'm not faking it?
Okay. I'm looking back for some questions here.
Okay. I'm signing all these books. Oh, can you give me more books?
We're looking at.
Sorry, guys. We have never done this before except for one other time.
Yeah, it's true. This is not a.
It's not a regular
This is
thing
not
for
a
us.
smooth
We don't know how to
process.
star comments. I see that in live streams that I watch. Like,
I
people
don't
are
know
like,
how to.
oh, look at all the starred comments, and we don't know how to
I don't
star
even know
them.
how to go
We
back.
don't know how to go back and look for them. Ali is pretty good at finding the super chats, but we don't know how to go back through the regular comments. We suck. Sorry. We're new here. We're new on the internet.
Somebody asked what your favorite band is.
The Scarred, baby.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Right
That's the
on.
best band ever.
Right on.
I would never have said that while I was in that band, but now that I'm not in that band, even though I'm the one singing, I can be a fan of my own band and say The Scarred. If you never heard The Scarred, look up The Scarred. Live Fast, Die Poor. That's me in the hospital. That's me in the spotlight, getting prepped for colon stuff.
Why don't you record that? Put
We
out
should
a new
record
Scarred-
that, The Scarred. Put out a new
Scarred
Scarred
segment.
song. So that's me in the hospital. High as a kite. And there we go. I took some medicine for nausea, so hopefully I won't get
Hey,
really
someone
that
just
bad.
asked what's your favorite Knots adventure that you've done?
Probably the branding iron.
Not the train?
Oh, driving the train. Okay, Tyler's right. Maybe Tyler should answer my
Man,
questions
I was
for
just
me.
in Knots, dude. I thought about that train. I saw it.
Hey, Allie, next time you get up, not now, finish your cookie, but when you get up, will you give me a water later? I really shouldn't be drinking
Hey, it's
this.
Kyle Brown's birthday. He's watching the live stream.
Kyle Brown,
Happy
Yep.
birthday!
happy birthday, my man. Enjoy it. Live it to the fullest, even though it's almost over, probably, depending on what time zone you're in. If it's not almost over and you're in Australia or something, enjoy your day. Maybe get a cup of joe and drink it with a kookaburra under the old gum tree if you're in Australia. I'm just basing this off the assumption that he's from Australia.
Oh, okay.
Might. And look for Paul McCartney, because as we all know, the real Paul McCartney didn't
Yes.
die. He faked his own death and moved to Australia.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the other guy took over as Paul. That's that whole rumor. But what conspiracy theorists don't know is the real Paul McCartney's been living in Australia. I'm Paul McCartney. And he's been there learning how to do seances so he could commune with John Lennon. John Lennon. Right, Tyler?
John Lennon?
John Lennon.
Hey,
John Lennon.
somebody wants to know what your favorite spot on Route 66 is.
That's really tough. And the fact that so many wonderful, lovely business owners on Route 66 now follow me on the internet makes me very hesitant to say. It's easier if you ask me what spot, my favorite spot is in like a particular state. So for New Mexico, I think my favorite spot is just sitting at the Roadrunner Motel, the Roadrunner Lodge, because I can just sit there and watch the thunderstorms come in. You roll around, walk around and see the neon at night, sit by the fire pit. I know the owner, we hang out, we talk. Very cool spot in Arizona. Got to be the Jackrabbit Trading Post. It's everywhere people are nice to me. The Jackrabbit Trading Post, here it is, Jackrabbit sign. They are the nicest people ever. Go say hi to Cindy and Tony at the Jackrabbit Trading Post. They're so nice, dude. They're so nice. I just posted something the other day, like a comment on one of their pictures, like, I love the Jackrabbit, and then they reposted it as like a meme, like as a quote. They're like, I love the Jackrabbit,
like
just like.
inspirational quote.
Yeah, like a Bible study quote
Yeah.
or like a review or
Yeah.
something. They're really cute. They're really, really great. And I made a Route 66 sign and I put it in their little museum and somebody stole it. Did you hear about that?
Wait, what?
Someone stole my little
Oh,
Route
yeah,
66
yeah.
sign and I put it in there.
Yeah.
So I have to make them a
Yeah, I
new
did hear
sign.
about that.
I have to make them a new one.
Daniel Ray wants to know what's the best,
Daniel Ray!
worst, and most unexpected thing about writing and publishing a book, and he hopes you feel better soon.
Well, I never published it through a publisher, but I guess I published it myself, so maybe that's why you're asking. The worst part is the shipping, but it's also kind of fun because my friends have been helping me, and that means we get to hang out and it's kind of fun. I didn't really realize that we'd sell so many books. But then at the same time I went, well, there's 280,000 subscribers and we only sold a little bit under 2,000 books. When the last ones of the personalized get sold out, it'll be 2,000 on the nose. And I was like, so technically a lot more people should have seen this, but not everybody has 25 bucks or 30 bucks or 40 bucks or whatever to chuck out on a book. And as a lot of people are overseas and the shipping is really expensive overseas, we do ship overseas, but it's kind of pricey. I don't know. The best part is that now that people have gotten it and started to read it, it's cool that people like kind of know some of these stories and they kind of know more about the way my brain works. Kinda. Is that, did I answer it?
Yeah.
I don't always know when I've answered a question.
Yeah.
So you almost need to give me a dinger so that like when I've said enough to answer the question, you can go ding.
I would
Okay.
love to have a dinger.
Because you know how like I always explain everything 5 times and I
Yeah.
have to use 5
That's
different
true.
analogies.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that, Alex? You use like the 10 analogies. It's like da 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 da, but it's kind of like da 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 da. I use a lot of analogies.
Jay the Bachelor wants to know again. He
Poor
said,
Jay.
I went on Space Mountain 10 times in 2019. Star Wars in an hour. How many times have Justin? And I don't know exactly. I think he means how many times you've been on Space Mountain in an hour.
In the olden times, Adam and I would do all these like fun challenges and just kind of give ourselves something to do at the parks. But ever since people started going, I'm doing 12 Disney parks in 12 days around the world, and I just like stopped counting. And I don't know. I know in the old times before YouTube that I rode the train all day long. So I rode the Disneyland Railroad. Like I went there in the morning and I rode it for like the entire day from opening till close with my friend Sean, who's in my garage. He's in an urn in my garage. And we got off and ran to the bathroom. I ran once, he ran once. And that was it. We stayed on the train the whole day. And then years later, people started doing stuff like that on YouTube and they're like, oh, look what I did. It's like, it's already been done. But I don't know. I don't know how many times I've been on Space Mountain in an hour. Once? Twice? 3 times? 10 times?
Probably. Probably twice for me at most.
I had unlimited fast passes one time, and at Disney World, I did go on Space Mountain like a grip of times in a row, but I don't know how many in an hour. Okay. Sorry.
What's your favorite holiday?
Halloween.
What?
Halloween.
Oh, Halloween. Okay.
Halloween.
Okay.
This is a good system. This is a good system.
Rapid fire.
What was your scariest traveling experience?
Okay, so one time I was getting this guy Andy from Kansas, and that sounds weird. I was getting a guy from Kansas, my buddy Andy. He was in this band called KTP, Kings of the Plains, from Yates Center, Kansas, but then they moved to Lawrence, Kansas. Anyway, they were another punk rock band that we used to tour with all the time, and my friend Andy, who's no longer my friend, his choice, not mine, because I like Andy, he moved out here to join our band, which really ticked off my friend Al, who was the bass player in his band. Didn't know that Andy was moving here because Andy never cleared it with him, and it caused a whole kerfuffle. But Al and I are like best friends now, so it's fine. But Andy, I had to go and get him, and we were going to drive across the country in his like 1994 Mustang, right? And we're driving from Kansas, and we get to Denver, and we get in the hotel, and that was the same time the levees broke for Hurricane Katrina. So we're like in the hotel all day, like, oh my God, this is insane. We're watching all the chaos, right? And so I'm like distracted, and I don't even really have my wits about me. And I go to get something out of his car, I almost like guitar. And I walked out of the hotel, and I was popping out of this hotel in Denver, and this giant guy was like, I was like, huh? Wasn't really paying attention. And I turned, there's this huge guy. He looked like the chief in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay.
Like identical to that. Just holding this huge knife, like a Bowie knife, just holding it at me, and he was like, I don't know what he was saying. I was like, oh no, man, that's cool, and I just kind of walked away. I don't remember what I said. I wrote it down somewhere, but anyway, I was just like, oh no, I don't know, never mind, man, or like, oh, I laughed it off kind of because I didn't know what else to do, and I just walked to Andy's car, got in, and just sat there, and the guy looked so he was really drunk. And he looked so confused, and he's just holding his knife for a while, and I saw him like kind of put it down and talk to himself, and then he just walked off. And I was like, whoop, right back in the hotel. That was pretty scary. I've had scarier things. George and I almost died hitting cows. That was fun. That's in the book. Woo!
Okay.
Jinking DeVal. Thanks.
Jack Sparrow or Buzz Lightyear? I just had to ask that question. That's too funny. Just in
Buzz
general.
Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear.
Okay.
Buzz Lightyear. Jack Sparrow's an idiot. Look at Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean. #1, great character. Awesome character, smart. He's got his wits about him. He's clever. By part 3, 4, 5, he's like a buffoon. He's like a cartoon character of himself. Terrible job. Everyone's like, Jack Sparrow's the best. Not when they started writing movies around him. He was not the best. He was the worst. No.
Okay. Fender or Gibson?
Gibson.
Okay. Perfect. Cavendish wants to know what happened to Dave. Is he still out there scamming bands?
No, Dave died. Hold on. That needs more explanation.
Okay.
That probably needs a little more explanation.
What's the digging of
In
the
this
bell?
book, you will learn about a character named Dave Jailhouse. Is his real name, and the reason that I was able to say what he did and use. This is why the Tales from Randomland isn't this fat, because I'm not going to tell stories about people who are alive who, you know, are going to look bad. So, because I've met a lot of weird characters. Even my friend Ken Stack, who, by the way, is like the hero of this book because he made the book possible, because the book was like, it wasn't working in the beginning, and right, and there's the whole conversation in the beginning about it. And he's great. And I thought he was great. He did this great job. He helped me do the book. And then he came over the other day and he was like, oh, you dragged me in the book or whatever. And I'm like, what? Or I don't know. He heard something I said and he's like, oh man, and you blasted me. And I'm like, what? So anyway, there's a character in here named Dave Jailhouse. Someone's saying ding. And he was the owner of a record label, which was a total scam. Everything was a scam about that guy. He'd been to jail a lot of times and should have gone to jail again. But he ended up passing away. But before he passed away, me and him had a long phone conversation, and we buried the hatchet and all that stuff. And he was like, it was all my fault, man. I'm really sorry. And And he's like, do the other guys forgive me? And I was like, no, they do not. They hate you. But I don't hate anybody, so we're good. And me and Dave were cool. And then sadly, he passed away. His vices got to him, dude. And he is now dead, which means I can put his real name into the book.
Will there be a hardcover of the book?
I hope so, but it's so expensive that the only way to pull off a hardcover of this might be where you go on Amazon and you like do the print on demand to get one. That might be the only way that we can pull it off, because they're really expensive to print, especially in low numbers. Like if I knew for sure we could sell 20,000 of them, then it'd be fine. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
Are you planning on visiting PA anytime soon? Nobles Amusement Park and Hershey would be an awesome episode.
I hope so. But I don't know, because I am taking this medicine and I'm really sick and I can't think past until Thursday when I get off the sauce. And by the way, most of the day I'm in a horrible pain and doubled over and really sick. And I'm only good because I'm sitting really still, getting a little hyper with you. I'm gonna feel horrible after this, and then Tyler's gonna be like, oh, here we go with the crying. That's Tyler's bedside manner.
Do you ever hope
You will not ding that.
Do you ever hope to drive across the Lincoln Highway? I know the answer to this question.
I said before I did Route 66 and after I did Route 66, I always said I want to do the Lincoln Highway. But I always said from the beginning, because nobody had really done a lot on the Lincoln Highway on YouTube then, and I was like, I will do it as soon as London turns 18 so that I can leave for a long time. Because I really wanted to do it slow. Like Route 66 took me months. So I wanted to do it really slow like that and take my time and take a long time on it. And he is turning 18 next year. So it'll either be next summer or the summer after, but there's a Route 66 100th anniversary, so I don't know. And in the meantime, everybody I know has done their own version of Lincoln Highway. And it's funny, I was in Gettysburg last year, and when I was in Gettysburg, I posted a picture like, hey, look, a Lincoln Highway sign. And people are like, didn't you know so-and-so is on Lincoln Highway? You're ripping them off. So that made me really grumpy at the Lincoln Highway. I don't know why people always have to put things like that.
Hey.
Huh?
If the Travel Channel offered you a time slot.
Nope.
Okay. Just kidding.
I have friends who are on the Travel Channel. If the Travel Channel called me and said, hey, you can be on this show and you don't have to give up Randomland, I would do it in a heartbeat, in 2 seconds. But the problem is most of those shows, I've been contacted by the production companies that sell the shows to the Travel Channel or whatever, and they are like, well, you'd have to put Randomland to the side. It'd have to be exclusive. We're going to pay you $30,000 a year. $30,000 a year? I live in Southern California. That doesn't even buy your electricity in Southern California. Tyler knows.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't give up Randomland and do this and starve Allie to death just because I want to be on the television. So that's why I'm not on the television.
Mr. Maximus 47, it's also their birthday. Can you give them a shout out?
Mr. Maximus 47, if that is your name, happy birthday. My favorite Muppet movie, I just saw that when I looked at the screen, is The Muppet Movie.
Okay.
Greatest movie of all time. And the only good reason to get into show business. Millions of people happy. That's the only good reason. Does Tyler know? Someone just said, does Tyler know? I don't know what they're referring to. Do you know?
About?
Do you know?
I
That's
don't
all
know.
the information I
don't know
have.
much.
All right.
What's your go-to food and beverage at Red Robin? Yum.
Hang on. You tell him, Tyler. Hang
The
on a second.
gluten-free cheeseburger.
And
And that's about it.
Allie knows.
And fries with jalapeno ketchup.
With jalapeno ketchup.
Mm-hmm. Or habanero ketchup,
Okay.
which I hope one day to eat again. Ugh. Okay. Sorry, I was getting a little nauseous. We gotta hurry up. Gotta get through all them chats and
Try.
super chats and regular chats. Every
Cake.
single regular comment too.
Cake or pie?
Cake, pie. Ugh.
Do you like cruises?
Never been on a cruise. But Tom Cruise is all right in Mission Impossible, I guess.
What's the hardest part about writing a book?
Although, you know what he does? Every Christmas he gives his friends a coconut cake.
Oh yeah.
That's gross. If
Yeah,
Tom
that's
Cruise
bad.
sent me a coconut
Yeah,
cake,
that's
I'd call
bad.
him and be like, what the hell are you doing?
Basically keep that bakery afloat every year.
Ugh.
What's the hardest part about writing a book?
Writing it. I don't know.
That's fair. That's
Like,
a fair answer.
I'll tell you what the hardest part is really is having the time. I only did this because of COVID. I can't take like a month off and just do a book. And I don't have the attention span. My brain works like this. I can either hyper focus and do a lot on something, or I'm not doing that thing. There is no like, oh, I'll do a little bit, and then people always want to call me and have chats or like, let's work on this project. Let's talk about the thing we're gonna do. I cannot do that. I am in the room with you. I am your best friend. We will work on the project from start to finish. We will obsess over it. We will finish it. Or I'm not doing it at all. That's just how my brain works. That's the ADD for you. And I lose a lot of friends because people that misunderstand that will go like, well, you were all on board for this thing and we kept talking about it and then you wandered off and lived the rest of your life. And I'm like, because I either the only focus I have is hyper focus. And if I can't do it start to finish, it's like there's no point getting into it.
Sure.
So that's, yeah.
What are any places on your list to visit that you have not been able to get into, like the owner just flat out said no?
Coral Castle in Florida told me no.
Recent one. Yeah.
Very recently. A lot of places. The number one is they said yes, and then they got new people, and then they said no, and then they got new people, and they said yes, and they got new people, and they said no. With all the rooms, and the lady and the ghost.
Winchester Mystery.
Yes, the Winchester
Oh,
Mystery
yeah,
House.
yeah, yeah.
I want to spend the night in the Winchester Mystery House. Please. Please. Walt's apartment. You'll never get permission to go there. Or Walt's office. Never going to happen.
Yeah, sure.
Coral Castle would be nice. That was on my bucket list of places. I didn't even end up visiting it. That was a hard no from them.
That was like
They looked at the whole channel and what did they say?
They were
We are not interested.
they were
No, we're not interested.
All right.
tough but fair.
Tough but fair. It's their property. Hey, they can do with their castle what they want.
Danzig or Graves?
Danzig, because I've seen the Misfits with Danzig, and I've never seen Michael Graves play live.
I would agree, though. How is life as the character Justin Scarred?
It's it's nice. My whole life, people have been saying that I'm a human cartoon character. Now it's just official.
Reality?
I don't have any more books.
We're
Is that
running
all
out-
of them?
No.
No. I was really excited for
Oh,
one
please?
Someone
for
said-
1 second. I
Someone
was
said,
so
love
excited.
the dinger.
Ding.
Love the dinger.
That's more of a comment than a
The bell.
question.
Yeah, I'm going to read it, though.
I like the dinger.
Should I sign this one twice?
Have you ever been to a soft opening at a Disney park of a ride?
Of a ride?
Yeah.
Have I?
I don't know. You tell me.
Have we ever been to I mean,
kind of, if you count the media day thing for the Florida Star Wars land, but otherwise, no. Disney doesn't like me, apparently. I never did nothing wrong to them, but they've never, ever called us. Tyler's called them a few times and got a hold of people a few times, like, hey, can we come to the fun media thing where George Lucas will be? No. And we have friends who get on those lists, but we never get on them, and I don't think we're ever going to.
Scott G says you should brand all your wood carvings.
I would, but I would get it, pun. But the branding iron is not even, and you really have to heat it up. When we were heating up in the forge and sticking it into the wall, it's like, oh, perfect, great. And then I got it home, it's like, and they could grind it down flat for me so that I could do that. But it's really big, like it's really fat, it's huge. So it takes a lot to heat it up with the little torch that I have here. So I want to buy a smaller one that's like one of the electric ones. And I just haven't done it yet, but that is a good idea. And I did intend to do that. I need to fix it first. Because if you heat it and it's uneven, so you're kind of trying to roll it, and it's a whole long thing. I'm sorry. You're right. You are right. You're right.
Brend is asking if you hid his autograph inside the book because he can't find there.
Okay. The last time we did the live stream, the comment said that I missed one book, and now we know whose book it is. Because every other time,
They said they haven't read it yet. They can't wait to start it, but they couldn't find
It
the
was
signature.
2 books.
well,
One person did email me.
Okay.
okay, so this is the other
This
one.
might be the other one.
So email Tyler, and you have 2 choices. You can send back that book, and I'll sign it if you're really attached to it already, or I can just send you a signed one, and then, but then, if I send you a signed one, you don't have to send me the first one back. What I'd like you to do is either see if you can get it in your local library or go stick it in one of those little free libraries, because that would be really cool. And I'm assuming you might live far away, and that would be even better. But I'll pay the shipping and send you another one. This is my fault, obviously. And I'm actually very sorry that that happened to you, and that's really weird. But you can probably watch back that old live stream and see me not signing your book live as it happened. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of a rare, that's kind of even better than having to sign one.
Somebody asked Kirk or Skywalker.
Kirk? Oh, Captain
As
Kirk.
in the captain.
Or
The captain.
Captain Kirk. Did you see what they did to my boy, Luke Skywalker?
Oh, no.
Did you see what they did to him?
Don't start.
Look how they
are you gonna
massacred my
respect the
boy.
dinger?
Oh, sorry, what?
You have to respect the bell.
Oh, I thought it was dinner time.
Dinger.
I'm signing a lot of purple books.
Respect the bell.
Captain Kirk, dude, have you ever watched the original Star Trek, Tyler?
No.
You'd love it. I honestly think you would. Captain Kirk is a hero. Rewatch the original series and then rewatch those movies.
I'm too busy.
Bill Shatner, also a hero for different reasons. Canadian reasons. You'll never understand. Oh, Canada, my dad's home and native land.
Will you see Green Day again?
I will see Green Day again at SoFi, where Tyler and Alex and Allie and I and London and George, for some reason, will be sitting in the nosebleed. No, for some reason it was not for George, it was for going forward. We'll be sitting in the nosebleed seats because that's all we could afford, and that was a stretch. And even though my friend Kevin will be on stage playing with Green Day, he'll be really far away and he'll be that big. So unless Kevin randomly decides to text me out of the blue and be like, hey dude, I got you sick backstage passes for all your friends, which I doubt since he has thousands of friends in the LA area. That won't happen. Weirdly though, Lars is also playing that show, and I was just talking to him, and Tyler's like, sick, did you talk to him about getting us some better seats? I was like, no, dude, I never met the man before, you know,
Just one row up.
from Rancid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lars from Rancid, by the way, is in a movie that I'm in, which I don't have the pristine copy of anymore, called The After Dark. I have my signed copy, so I don't have like a clean, I don't have the poster. Is the poster right by you somewhere? Where'd the poster go? Rue? It's called The After Dark. My friend Tom Devlin made it. Plan 10 Pictures. Look it up, The After Dark. It's coming out June or July. It's going to be on Tubi and YouTube and Amazon and all that stuff. And Lars Fredrickson from Rancid, who's playing that show, will be in this movie. And I just did the premiere thing for it. And I talked about it, and I did a little review of it on the last live stream on YouTube. And then after I put up that live stream where we reviewed this little movie and I told you what I thought about this awesome movie, somebody else filmed it and put it on YouTube and filmed a little review. And then Tom's team
Tom Team, I like that. They should rename themselves Tom Team.
Industries.
Tom Team reposted it. They were like, the first review of the After Dark on YouTube. It's not the first. Our live stream was the first review. And my review is, it is good. The After Dark. Not family friendly. Rated PG-13 and up, probably. Probably rated R.
Carolyn J says she hopes you feel better soon.
Carolyn, I hope I feel better soon also. I feel pretty good right now. What happened?
It just didn't make it on the shelf.
But I know as soon as I get up and start moving around, I'm going to feel disgusting because the flagell.
Damian Luck 925 said
Funny
they
name.
watched you since they were in middle school.
Damian Luck.
They're 25 now, about to have a kid, but you inspired.
Congratulations. I
You
had a kid
ran
at
up
25.
1 million subscribers on your quest for positivity.
Wait, what happened? Say that again?
I've watched you now since I was in middle school. I'm 25 now, about to have a kid, but you inspired me. I ran up 1 million subscribers. Your quest for positivity inspired me years ago.
You got 1 million subscribers? Dude, congratulations. I've never managed to do that. You beat me. You win. I submit. I will probably never have 1 million subscribers, but then Allie will go, don't say that. You'll manifest it. But I'm saying it anyway. That was never the goal, but it would be cool. Hey, then we can sell more books and Tyler can hang out with me more. Because he won't hang out with me just for fun anymore.
No, we're all work
Yeah, okay.
here. Did Discard ever play the Doll Hut or Chain Reaction?
Yep, both. Many times. Well,
Very
the Doll
good.
Hut once. Chain Reaction many times.
Here's a question for you.
Until the emos came and took it over.
Jungle Cruise or Tiki Room? Choose wisely, for the other will be destroyed. The wrecking ball is coming in. There's 2 wrecking balls right now. Woo! They just closed down Adventureland. The 2 wrecking balls just moved in. And the choice is yours.
That sucks.
It's a bummer, dude, and people are not happy about it. Either way, you lose.
Am I going to get the blame?
Oh, yeah.
Will anyone know about this?
They all know. They're waiting.
Oh, then...
Bob Iger's in his office like this. Oh, no.
We'll have to keep
Why
the
did
Jungle
I do
Cruise.
this?
But that's not me deciding that I like the Jungle Cruise more. Way more people ride it. Way more people take pictures of it. It's a classic staple. They're both Walt Disney classics. We would have to choose the Jungle Cruise for the good of the people.
Yeah, I agree. Big time, agree.
For the good of me? Oh yeah, and plus if they knock down the Tiki Room, then maybe I could convince them to give me pieces of it since I am the one making the decision. Like, hey, well, just bring it over to my house. So yes. I don't know what I just did there. Something horrible. Kim Irvine's watching right now. She's like, let's head down there. He said it's fine. Let's tear down the Tiki Room. Oh no. I'm starting to feel really nauseous now. Okay, what time is it? Get somebody set a timer, 10 minutes, and then we'll give away this mask, and then I'll have to stop.
10 minutes, okay. It's
So you can
9:35 right
you can
now.
super chat or do whatever you want,
Your Aunt Tina
and I will
didn't
try
know.
to get to it. And if I can't get to it, I'm really sorry.
Say hi to Aunt Tina.
From here on out, it's your own risk. But Tyler, make sure you read all those because I feel bad.
Say hi to Aunt Tina.
Aunt Tina! I love my Aunt Tina. She knows I love her, even though I am very, very, very horrible correspondent.
Bren said they would never expect a new book. They just thought they missed something. P.S. The book is headed to a tiny library
No.
when they're finished with it.
You are getting a new book. You have to get a new book or I will never be able to live with myself. And you know what that means? I have to get another apartment. And that would be expensive. So please send Allie, what's your email? She doesn't want to say. Tyler's email is tyler@randomland. She doesn't know what it is, actually. I can tell now. Her expression changed. Tyler@livetown Randomland. What is it?
It's tyler@randomland.com.
Please
and
send
my
Tyler-
response will almost certainly go to spam.
Or just email Tyler what your name was or what your order number was, and then Allie can look it up, and then we can send another one right now. It's that simple. We'll print the label, we'll send it out. I will send you this one right here. Look it. What is his name?
Brend. I don't know what their username is just Brend.
Okay.
BREND.
Just wait for the.
Well, then I can't write Brand because then you might get it and be like, no, that's a joke username. But I'll free personalize it for you. How about that?
Kyle Watts wants to know if the Scarred ever played at the Triple Rock Club.
No, we never made it to Minneapolis. I made it to Minneapolis years before that in another band, but never with my own bands, no. Seen double at the Triple Rock. Chicken or carne asada? Chicken. Pollo. Carne asada? You don't even eat meat.
No.
Oh, you
For
carne
me?
asada guy?
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to eat beef because I have high cholesterol.
Join me.
925 Steppa said Fulcrum.
Yes,
times Justin
Sebastian,
Collette.
Dinosaur did plagiarize Indiana Jones, and they did a worse version. So when you get Indiana Jones in Florida, you're gonna be like, whoa. What?
This person said Fulcrum times Justin collab in the Bay Area, but I'm not really sure what that
I don't know what that means. But I'm glad you said it. I'm glad someone finally noticed. Fulcrum tab.
Someone said hi, cholesterol.
Hello.
That's pretty funny.
That is pretty good. That's pretty good. Hi, cholesterol. I'm Dad.
I saw this question a second ago. Karloff or Cheney? I know your answer.
What's your answer?
I gotta go Karloff, man.
Gotta go Karloff. Of course I gotta go Karloff. Plus I know Karloff's daughter. I know Ron Cheney also, but he's 2 degrees
Daughter
down.
of Karloff.
But I know the daughter of Karloff. Daughter of Karloff. Okay.
304.
I actually feel a little better now.
304 Garage says, what was the best interview you've ever done in the last year? I'm gonna guess that means maybe Randomland on location. I'm not.
Oh,
guess. That's
I
what-
would.
that's what
I'll
they're
give
saying.
it to Corey Brooks.
Corey crushed it.
Corey crushed it at Heritage Auctions. Hold on, the noise is coming back for a second. Explain who Corey is. Tell him about the
Corey
video.
is, I don't want to butcher his title, but I believe he's a consignment director.
He's the head manager man.
I believe he's a consignment director for Heritage Auctions, specifically in the animation, Disney / anime realm.
Head manager.
And yeah, he's the guy. When you have a cool thing you think is worth money,
We went and we
looks
filmed
at
the
it.
Mark Davis collection, and we did a video about it, and he did a really good job.
Three Stooges or Marx Brothers? Quick.
Three Stooges. No.
Yeah, that's the right answer.
Okay.
Why everything is so aggressive? We
That's
just-
for you
just
to-
take- No.
okay.
No. Okay. I'm going to Vegas on Monday. What should I do?
100% you got to go to the Omega Mart. Go to the Omega Mart, Meow Wolf.
I've never been. But
Do it. Oh, no. Go to
Wait.
Tom Devlin's Monster Museum in Boulder City, Nevada.
And then go play Kiss Mini Golf.
And go play Kiss Mini Golf, and then go to Meow Wolf. Okay. Are we current on all the...
There's one more just came in
Okay.
from Ryan Potter said, I started watching you in elementary school, graduated last year, had the R printed on my cap. I always find myself clicking on the videos
I'm old.
as if I'm visiting an old friend. Love the videos.
Thank you.
And Thunder Mesa Studios said, Happy National Train Day. I
Hey,
guess that's a
that's Dave Meek. And Dave Meek created the coolest miniature train layout ever, Thunder Mesa. It's all based on like Frontierland and Thunder Mesa in Paris and Big Thunder Mountain. It's really cool. He's the guy that's in Jerome. And I went and I was like, oh, I could hear voices in there, but I didn't want to bother anybody. And I was like, well, you know. And I left and I didn't film in the thing. And I found out afterwards he's watched Randomland before, and I should have just knocked on the door. And I felt pretty foolish. We actually went there one other time with Allie, and we were like, remember in that like a weird abandoned high school looking building, and we were like looking for the Thunder Mesa studio while we were in Jerome, and I like knocked on that door, but no one was in there, and the lights were all off, and it was really scary.
Yeah.
Also, when I was in North Dakota, I stayed in an abandoned high school that they turned into a hotel. That was pretty cool, and there was a ghost in there, and it scared me.
Somebody wants to know if Julio's eye is completely healed.
Yes, the transplant went very well.
Doctors are pleased with the outcome.
He has 60-60 vision. Did somebody say Drake or God? God. He wins every time.
Scott G wants to know how they can get a book with all the signatures.
That is impossible. Only because, as you see, they're flying out, and then we got to print the labels and do them all the time. Unless Allie catches it. So if you do that, you can. Well, if you ask for a personalized one, if you order a personalized one, there's a little box that you're supposed to write like to Jimmy or whatever I'm supposed to write in it, and then sometimes people are like, just write whatever you want. Well, I don't want to write anything. I want to lay in my bed and try not to vomit all day, whereas I'm sick. But you can write in there. Some people have written in there like, I don't know what to write in here, and that's fine. I'll write something. But they're like, can you have Allie sign it? And if we catch that, then I can make Allie sign it if she's here. If she's not here and we're shipping them, then she's usually here. So Yeah, but Tyler and Alex might not be here, and then I'd have to put the book on the shelf for like a month. But if you order a personalized one tonight, Allie will probably see it, and I'll probably bring it out and make Tyler and Alex sign it. And Alex looks very groovy. She'll sign it in a groovy color. This color, right here, this orange color. Ooh, let me stop. Oh, I'm out of books, by the way.
We got books.
But we have to wrap it up because Allie has to eat. So
Okay. The
8-minute lightning round.
One just came through. Favorite memory with Adam the Woo. That's from the vlogger dude.
my favorite memory with Adam the Woo is probably me and Adam just at my house. He used to come stay in my driveway before he ever went to Disneyland in his life. And then we went down and took him to Disneyland for his first time ever. My friend Shake and Bake signed him in. And we went to Disneyland, and it was like blowing his mind because he had never been to the original Disneyland. And also riding Maelstrom with him before they closed Maelstrom in Epcot. Before YouTube, before the YouTube days. But I love Adam. So any memory is good. Swamp Fest.
Laura says she'll take the book with the crease in purple ink, please.
She wants to win it,
Yeah.
but we already gave it away, right?
The book already got, yeah.
Sorry, Laura.
The book was already committed.
Do me a favor and go to Adam the Woo's Facebook page. He probably posted something on it about the Tampa Bay Rays or something like that. I'm gonna sign these in orange. These are gonna be the rarest of all because I think I've only signed one of them in orange. Now I'm gonna sign 5 more in orange.
A lot of people keep asking if you saw the aurora last night.
I didn't. There's clouds in Orange County and there's clouds again, so we didn't get to see it. However, I've seen a different aurora because I know someone named Aurora. Remember Tyler?
I remember.
Okay, Tyler
Hey,
remembers.
any
We're gonna
plans
cover
for part
Tyler.
2 of the book?
No plans.
I want Route 6. I want B66 as the route.
I'll tell you what, I left the door open, and the more we sell, the more I'll have motivation to do it, because to take months and months off and starve and maybe lose our house that we live in and everything else to take the time off to write a book, I'm seriously dude, it's gonna be pretty tough, like, paying the rent next month, because I've been out of it. I've not put up videos in like 3 weeks. I've been very sick and it's been very stressful. And thank God it has just happened to happen right when we sold a bunch of books. So we're covered. But that was not the plan. The plan was for all the book money to go into savings, because we've never had any savings, and to go for taxes, because I still need another $15,000 for next year. Not good.
Favorite story.
Wait,
from
hold
it?
on. But I purposefully left out. So not only did I leave the door open by putting volume 1, but I purposefully left out Route 66. Oh my gosh, I'm so weak. So that if I did do another book, I could do a dedicated one about Route 66 and not like mix it in and just do like a chapter about Route 66, you know what I mean? So the door is open. So we'll see.
All right.
Nodding. Harder.
Jason wants to know what your favorite story is from The Innocents Abroad. I love the fancy dinner scene where they balk about the price.
That's good. The best thing in The Innocents Abroad is he dead? I read a lot of books in my life, and a lot of books. Too many books. Can you read too many books? Yes, and I've done it. But when I got to that, first time I ever read that, and I got to is he dead? I laughed out loud so hard. And I never, in all those years, and no matter what kind of book I was reading, I never laughed out loud at a book before in my life until I read that book. Very funny.
Jess B says, you remember that time we met?
Ugh.
I almost accidentally knocked the camera out of your hand. We messaged about music and guitars.
No. Where?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
That's all.
Here's a problem with me. Tyler loves this story.
Oh,
I got a concussion in 2018, and I have a very hard time now with memories. Before that, I was a person that all the rest of the band would call, and they'd be like, hey, what was that show we played in Indiana? Who did we play with? Blah, blah, blah. And I would know all the dates and all the places, and I could even remember faces really good, even if I wasn't that great with names. And now, like, it's like scrambled eggs in here. It's very bad, which is actually how I started writing this in the first place, is I was doing like a memory exercise. Okay.
All right, good. Heather Galloway says she's a proud
Heather
member
Galloway.
of the mob since your first
yeah.
videos. I would love to I would love to help get you connected to a Disney historical site in Washington someday. Love you and Allie, sending good vibes for you.
If you're talking about animals, that would be, yeah, maybe if we can get Tyler up there to do it on location, because we are trying to work out a different thing to go film in August for the Randomland on location, which is like the Heel Hauser tribute show that we do. And if that works, we will be up there in August, towards the end of August. Maybe we haven't really worked that out yet. I have seen a UFO, but I don't know if it was a flying saucer. 2 times. One time driving to Arizona, and I was driving on I-40 towards Kingman, and I saw this huge light in the sky, like a 747 coming towards you to land, like in the distance, far away. And then it just went really bright and up, straight up. Then another time I was driving with Allie to Death Valley, and that rhymes. And we saw this really bright light out of the passenger side of the car, and I was like, what the heck is that? And it was like, same thing, got really bright and then went off to the side. So I've seen 2 UFOs. They're unidentified, they were flying, and they were probably objects.
Ooh. Ryan Potter wants to know if you have any plans on releasing any more music, solo or with other artists.
Ryan, you know I'm just gonna ask you if you're in relation to Harry, because I feel like it's like I'm legally obligated to, but instead I've changed my mind. I won't do that to you, Ryan. Poor Ryan, imagine.
I hope it's Ryan. It's R-Y-N. I'm assuming that is
Ryan Potter.
Ryan Potter.
It's probably Ryan.
If not, will there be any final pressings of unreleased music? I would say that's always an option for you.
I would say that's one of those. The door isn't closed. I thought about repressing Live Fast Die Poor, but I really don't want to lay out all the money to do it, and then I have to track down everybody and pay everybody, you know, and do math on like percentages of sales and whatever. So we might do it. I just don't want to manage it, you know. And there's no label coming. I thought by now a little indie label would come along and go, well, you have all the YouTube subscribers, so hey, we want us to repress your album? And I would have gone, sure. And then they would have handled it. They would have made all the money, but at least it would just be off my hand. That's more of a time thing than anything. And Ben and I have recorded a song together recently this year, and it went well. It was just like a cover song of a band none of you have ever heard of, and it was good. But why are you laughing? Did you ever hear that band before? Just saying. And you guys ever heard of the Mr. T Experience before? If not, you should check them out, but I'm just saying. And it went well, but the problem is they're in Van Nuys and I'm down here. That doesn't look far away on a map, but I'd rather drive to Arizona or Las Vegas than drive to the San Fernando Valley. So we just have to work, and then they all have jobs and I have my thing, so we'd have to find time. And then it's like, I feel guilty. I'm the kind of person that feels guilty roping people into like big projects unless they're Tyler. I don't feel guilty roping Tyler into anything.
Michael Wright says, you rock, get well soon, P.S. love the book.
Hey Michael, thank you for everything you've ever done, because he's done a lot of stuff. And also every Christmas he sends a box of pears. Well, I don't know what it is. There are pears in it. That's all I know. That's the only time I ever eat pears.
There are pears in it.
There's pears in it. They're wrapped in gold foil, and there's pears.
All right.
I don't know any other Michael Wright, unless there's a different Michael Wright. Punkorama, Fat Records, Mr. T Experience.
Somebody asked what my favorite memory is with you.
Tell him, because I am going to have to quit.
My favorite memory is when you left me at MCO Airport for like a while, and when you knew I was coming. That's my favorite, all-time best memory.
Wait. In fairness to me, let me tell the good part. Let me tell the good part first. I flew Tyler to Disney World, all expenses paid, on my dime to get him into Disney World.
Oh, listen to him.
I let him stay with me in my cabin at Fort Wilderness. I was very generous and a good friend, but the problem was I got really sick like a couple days before he came. I thought it was a couple days before he came. I'm like, oh, well, Tyler's coming on like Friday or whatever, and today is Wednesday. And I went to sleep in the cabin. I was really sick, took a bunch of NyQuil and went to sleep. And the next morning I woke up and Allie was calling me, and I'm like, why is Allie calling me in the morning? And it's morning in Florida, so it's really morning here. And she was like, hey, Tyler's at the airport. And I was like, no, he's coming to the airport tomorrow. She's like, no, Tyler's at the airport now. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I looked at my text, and like 3 hours before that, Tyler was like, hey, dude, I'm at the airport. Where are you at? I left him at the airport for 3 hours without even a text back.
Hey, that's actually not my favorite memory, but I love to make you explain that story. I love that story.
So don't ever ask me to pick you up from the airport, because despite my best intentions, it might not happen.
I would say
Is this a special book or something? Okay.
I would say just recently the Area 51 PO's trip. was
Fire
my
up your
favorite
grill,
memory.
Allie, because we're gonna wrap this up. Lightning
was
round.
feeling.
Any
That's-
more?
We're
good?
Yeah, one more. Wait,
NPN
wait.
Boom.
2 more.
2 more.
Scott wants to know if Allie liked the creepy hotel room. I'm gonna assume that means the Airbnb. I don't.
Oh, did you like the horror
I
cabin?
think maybe that's what that
Yes.
means.
And wait, come closer. I can't see you. No, the farther. Oh, you were blocked by books. Hello. Did you like the horror cabin?
Yes.
Do you like the clown motel?
I've
Wait.
never been there.
But would you like it?
And you'll never go. No reason.
No, probably not.
Okay. So Allie's probably not going to the clown motel. So
Okay,
hopefully we
Elijah.
have it covered.
There's more than 2. Sorry.
Uh-oh, no. Okay, quick.
Shauna says, will you, Adam the Woo, and the Tim Tracker go to the not so scary Halloween party at Disney World?
I will want to go. I may go. I will definitely not go with anybody else. When I'm filming, I cannot film with other people around me who are also filming. So like when I went to Swamp Fest with Adam, I didn't have a video about it because Adam was filming. And other people love filming each other, and filming all the same stuff. And I can't do that. It's like trying to read and someone's talking out loud. I can't. I have a brain that is not capable of that. So it's not that I don't like collaborating with people. I'll be in anybody else's video if they're around. I don't care. But I can't think while other people are doing the same thing as me at the same time. It's really weird. And Tim and I don't hang out. So.
Okay. Salmon Cakes wants to know what kind of camera you use for your episodes.
Right now, I'm using the worst camera ever made by man, which is called the Sony A7S III. It has horrible focus breathing issues that they will not address and have not patched up for any kind of software. So take that, Sony USA. I'm never getting that camera endorsement now. It's horrible. For me, it's horrible.
I just saw this one in the mix here. They asked if your grandfather painted houses.
Hold on a second. You have to fight that camera all the time. So it's like fighting with the camera. You shouldn't be fighting with the equipment. You should be using the equipment. It's very annoying. My grandfather paint houses? I don't know. My grandpa was a produce manager here while my mom was growing up in Anaheim, and he was like really popular. Everybody knew him, and because the town was smaller then. And then he retired, and he did all kinds of weird stuff. Sold weird used cars. Did a lot of scrapping and weird stuff. Same with Phil Finazzo. So it's entirely possible that he painted people's houses because he would pretty much do anything. He had like a lawn care business, or he'd drag around a bunch of lawnmowers in his truck and do whatever. He did like all kinds of crazy stuff. Aunt Tina could probably answer that question. She's in the chat. So
She's in the chat.
you could actually go to the Sometimes Mob and ask that question again. The Facebook group, which is in the description of this. There's a link, sometimesmob.com. Go in our Facebook group. My Aunt Tina's in there. Ask my Aunt Tina. She'll tell you all about my grandpa.
Okay, I think this is the
Phil
last
Finazzo.
one, I think.
My other grandpa was a farmer, raised on a farm. Then he quit the farm, much to the chagrin of my great-grandfather. And then he did all kinds of weird stuff. Tuned pipe organs, sold t-shirts out of the back of a car, traveling salesman. He was a realtor, he was a woodworker. He did all kinds of weird stuff. And he passed away when my dad was 15, so I never met him. As my dad did not conceive me when he was 13. That would be weird.
Okay.
Although it does happen. It did not happen to me.
I think we're caught up. I think this is the last one. They want to know if you know Sean Clark. They said he
I've
helped.
met Sean Clark, and I thought when I met him, hey, Sean Clark, the one,
He's the
horror one.
Hall of
Yeah.
Fame,
I was standing with Michael Grimm, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was standing talking to him at the Pasadena Monsterpalooza or something, and Sean Clark came up to talk to him, and he introduced me to him. That's the first time I ever met him because Adam has known him for a long time. And I felt like he didn't like me. I felt like he was like, oh no, not this guy. And then, because he might have said that, but I thought he was joking. Then I thought maybe he wasn't joking. And they kind of talked to each other, and then he left. I'm really shy, by the way, so I don't like going, "Hey man, nice to meet you. I'm cool. I got a YouTube thing." I don't do that. So he left, and I was like, "Oh, maybe he doesn't like me. Maybe he's seen me before and he hates me." But Adam said, like, "No, he's just kind of hard to read." So I have met him, but not really. I haven't really met him, right? Like, I never really talked to him. So
Well, this person said
he's probably cool.
They were in a movie called Near Dark, and they were, I think there might be a type of Bill Paxton's double, and they helped them find the look. Sean helped this person find the
That's
location of the
awesome.
movie they were
Yeah,
in.
he is like legendary in that world because he's found a lot of like horror movie filming locations and stuff, and then did a lot of like DVD extras for horror movies, and he does like a lot of conventions and stuff with people. So I know who he is. I am a casual fan of him, like, hey, that's that guy, but I don't really know him very well, and he either doesn't like me or he does, and he's hard to read. I'm looking forward to finding out one day. I really have to end this. So is there any more?
I think that's it, but
I'm
I don't
getting
know
really
how I'm supposed
nauseous.
to give this mask away. So I
Oh!
don't know how I'm supposed to do that.
We're gonna give the mask away.
You have to like ask a question or something.
Yeah.
Tell Tyler, because Tyler's the one reading, because I can't read, I'll get seasick. Tell Tyler what your favoriteest randomlandtown.com//episode ever of Randomland is right now. And he's gonna pick a random one. Don't just pick one that flies by. Just pick the best one. Pick the best one.
They're coming in.
They're coming in.
They're trickling.
I really appreciate you watching. I really appreciate you hanging out. I really appreciate you
The book.
thumbing it up and sharing it and spreading the word, because not everybody knows that I was sick and in the hospital, and a lot of people are like, what the heck? Where's all the videos at? And I haven't even been doing like the videos I'm supposed to do for Patreon all the time, because with Patreon we have this thing called the morning announcements, like a little vlog like almost every day, and I don't even have that going on because until today I felt so sick I can't do anything. I feel a little bit better, like I'm starting to handle the antibiotics better, so I'm like not as queasy and disgusted by talking. But this took a lot out of me, and I will be laying down on that couch crying in a little bit, and I don't want you to see that. There's a lot of comments. Okay.
Yeah.
No more comments in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wait for the lag. Don't write any more because he's going to scroll up to find it. He's going to scroll up to find it. So if you're the last one, you're not going to get it. And he's going to pick. Wait till it slows down. Wait till it slows down.
Type of pressure.
Wait
I
till
don't
it slows
like
down.
pressure.
Wait
It's not
for it.
slowing down.
Hold.
It's not
Hold.
slowing down.
Slow down. Okay.
Or
I love how someone area foot. I saw that. That's funny.
funny.
That's pretty funny. Okay, did you pick one? He picked one. He already picked one.
Who did?
You did. Wait for it. Dude, Enchanted. Okay, let me tell you guys about my favorite episode of Randomland that nobody watched. I would really love for you guys to go thumbs it up and share it around. If we're going to do the YouTube thing, smash the like, thumbs it up, spread it around, share it with your mom. Literally, you might want to share this with your mom. Your mom would really appreciate this video, I think. Your mom. I'm talking to you, yes. It's called The Enchanted Highway. It's like the weirdest highway in America, or the best highway in America, or the most epic highway in America. I can't remember what I titled the video, but somebody said hi to you, Allie. Diary of something that went by really fast. But if you go look for that video, that is the best Randomland. That was so much fun and epic, and I saw a ghost while I was filming that video.
Mm-hmm.
I really want you to watch the Enchanted Highway video. Gary Greff is in the video. He created the Enchanted Highway. It is awesome. Okay, now we're gonna give the mask away to.
It's going to the theme park pigeon.
Did you pick that based on the username?
I saw the episode, and then I went.
What was the
The
episode?
Thing, dude.
The Thing?
The roadside attraction. The Thing. What
The
is
original episode or the dinosaur version?
it?
What? Theme Park Pigeon! You win! You win! You win. Also, I'm working on not throwing up. I'm also working on this Gunga Din episode, and I would like you to go watch the film. You can watch it on the Internet Archive for free, or you can buy it or rent it or get it on DVD really cheap. It is not very politically correct. It was made in the 1930s. But you can, British colonialism, not the most politically correct subject for a film these days. They'll never remake it. Go watch Cary Grant and Gunga Din because you're going to want to see this next episode. And I swear, even if you haven't seen the movie, even if you hate the movie, it'll be a good episode. Not just of Random Town in general, but my brother worked really hard doing 3D special effects. Okay, Pigeon Man, I'm wearing your mask. And now Tyler will sing a song and we will go home and sleep well.
Well, I'm definitely not going to sing a song,
Why not?
but we will go home.
Well, I'm going to ask Tyler questions now. 2 more minutes. You can start cooking or whatever, Allie. I feel so bad. Just poor Allie. Tyler, what's your favorite meal?
My favorite meal?
Yes.
In-N-Out.
Tyler, what's your favorite meal? Panda Express.
Well, yeah, but In-N-Out too.
Tyler loves Panda Express. Can't stop eating Panda Express. Eats it every day, 3 meals a day. Alex
Sometimes
does all
just
this meal
2.
prep with him. They cook all this vegan food. They put it in the fridge, and it's all healthy for Tyler so that he won't get a heart attack. And then he's like, oh, thanks, Alex. And he leaves the house and he throws it away. And then he eats Panda Express every day.
Accurate.
Tyler, what's your favorite memory of Jason Scarb?
Probably when... That was a good one. That's my favorite one.
Which one?
The one I just thought about.
Oh, okay.
I
Tyler.
can't think of one.
What's the worst thing I've ever done to you?
The worst thing you've ever done?
Besides leaving you at the airport for 3 hours in a strange state you'd never been to.
Let's see.
That's the kind of friend I am.
You've never done anything bad to me.
Aw,
Even the airport thing wasn't so bad.
what's the worst thing you've ever seen me do to someone else?
Uh,
You can tell the truth.
I don't think there is.
We're live
never,
on the
you've
internet.
never done anything bad.
Yes, I have. I must have.
Well, I mean, not that I can recall.
I do a lot of bad things, but they're always unintentional. It's always like the law of unintended
You're like
consequences.
kind of like a Hanna-Barbera character. You're kind of just stumbling around into stuff. So if you ever get into trouble, it's just because you stumbled into something on accident.
That's true.
And I can't see any more comments. They have stopped loading.
All right, I think
Like,
we
I can't even, they stopped. A
they
while
stopped.
Ago.
I
don't know
think-
what happened.
we got disconnected from the internet, and if we didn't, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this mask, Mr. Pigeon Man. Make sure you email Tyler at randomland.com. And you've all done your duty. I appreciate you all. I'm not kidding. I feel really disgusting. That's why I put on the mask. You don't want to see the face I'm making. I'm going to throw up everywhere. Go home! Tyler,
Yes.
go home
Okay.
and sleep well.